So since January of 2022, I've suffered from a diagnosis called persistent daily chronic migraines, which means I have a painful migraine every single day. In fact, as of today, I've had a migraine for 449 days straight. I was 14 years old in the 8th grade when it all started. The night was normal. I went to a basketball game and came home. I was going up the steps as I felt a terrible pain in the back of my head. And from then, obviously I felt migraines before or headaches, and I took Advil or Tylenol, and it went away. But this was different. Day after day and night after night, it's been the same pain. My pain has gotten so bad that I had to stop going to school because I couldn't focus and not suffer. It's hard for me to read and comprehend, be in light, loud noises, and even walk up the steps. Any movement really made my headache worse. I've tried about 15 different medications, that just being pills. I've had 6 rounds of Botox in my head with each 50 shots each round. I've had 2 painful nerve blocks, one in my nose and one in my head, and I've had a spinal tap in my back that was very painful. You might ask if I've tried functional therapy, and I have. I've had a tongue-tie surgery removal to help with my TMJ, and I've also been diagnosed with TMJ, But as you would think, my tongue-tie surgery didn't help because I still have migraines. I've done physical therapy, acupuncture, and I've also am currently doing eye therapy. I've had many scans taken of my brain, MRI, CT, and x-rays. I've been to the ER numerous times and have been admitted to the hospital. I felt like I've taken every scan you could possibly take, every test you could possibly take, and I've seen every doctor you could possibly see. Every day is the same story. Nothing has helped. But I didn't come here just to share my medical history. I know it's long. I came to encourage and give hope. I came to remind you all of the truth, and that being Jesus. As you can imagine, it's hard. I do cry. I do worry. I do feel helpless at times. But I cry out to God, not in anger, but in lament, begging God to take this affliction from me. But not only do I do that, but I allow the Lord to remind me of who He is. He's a healer, He's a deliverer, and He's an on-time God. I want to share one of my favorite verses with you guys. It's 2 Corinthians 12, verse 7 and 8. It says, "Therefore, so that I would not exalt myself, a thorn in the flesh was given to me, a messenger of Satan to torment me, so that I would not exalt myself. Concerning this, I pleaded with the Lord 3 times that He believe me." I just want you to know, whatever your thorn may be cancer, diabetes, infertility, trauma, headache, anxiety, heart disease, or grief, depression maybe, you fill in the blank. Whatever it is clear that we will all suffer in this world. So it's important that you remind yourself of the truth being He is sovereign, which means He's in control of whatever's happening to you when it's happening. But not only is He in control, but He's right there with you while it's happening. But not that He's just there, but He's working in you, and He's willing and able. One of the things the Bible talks a lot about is faith. We can't even be saved without faith, because in Ephesians 2:8, it says, "It is by grace through faith in Jesus Christ that we may be saved." So just like the woman with the issue of blood, it was her faith that came before her healing. It was her faith that gave her the audacity to reach out and touch the hem of His garment. So that's why Jesus said, "Who touched me?" Because He felt power leave Him. He said, "Go in peace, for your faith has made you whole." Just like me, she had been to many doctors, in fact, got worse. But Jesus loves to heal in response to your faith. Y'all, He wants your faith. He can do it, but do you believe He can? And while I have the faith that Jesus can heal me, I also have the faith of the 3 Hebrew boys who were thrown into the fiery furnace. They told the king that their God was able to save them. But even if He didn't, they would not bow down to false idols and worship false gods. I don't know about y'all, but even if I suffer, I will never, I wholeheartedly, undoubtedly, 10 toes down, believe my God can still heal me. He's still worthy to be high and lifted up, and he not only can heal me, but he will. Y'all pray with faith, believe with faith, and pray together in faith. Because we also see in Matthew 18:20 that when 2 or more are gathered in his name, he is there in the midst. Y'all, I know it's more than 2 or 3 people in here, and we are gathered in his name. So whatever struggle you're dealing with now, he is here with you in the midst. Keep praying for yourself and for others, because prayer changes things. I gotta finish up, but I want to share a few verses that God has me meditating on in the season. Job chapter 13, verse 15, though you slay me, yet I trust in you. Psalms 34, verse 18 and 19, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and those crushed in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. 1 Peter 5:7, casting all your cares on him because he cares for you. James 1:3, consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because it is the testing of your faith that produces perseverance. Psalms 27, verse 14, wait for the Lord. Be strong and let your heart be courageous. Wait for the Lord. Nehemiah 8:10, do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. And my favorite, 2 Corinthians 12:9 and 10, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is perfected in weaknesses. So I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. So I take pleasure in weaknesses, insults, hardships, persecution, and in difficulties for the sake of Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Meditate on these scriptures, encourage your spirit, and no matter what, keep giving God glory. With your hands lifted, give him glory. In your suffering, give him glory. With every tear you cry, give him glory. With every ache in your body, give him glory. Whether I'm sick or made whole, I will give him glory. Anybody in here is still gonna worship in their suffering, still gonna lift their hands and give God glory, and open up your mouth and give God glory. Because even if he doesn't do another thing for me, he's done enough, and he's still good. Women of God, be faithful, because he's still good. Thank you.